At kasama natin ngayon ang basketball analyst na si Hoopnut Enzo Flojo at ang basketball blogger na si Nico Baguio para himayin o i-breakdown ang Game 2 ng NBA Finals. So guys, welcome to The Score.
Hey guys!
Magandang ngiti ng dalawa, Migs.
Oo, maganda. Medyo Golden State pabor dito eh. Pero Enzo, tatanungin ko muna sa'yo. Siyempre, coming into the finals, medyo pinredict natin na Game 1 mananalo ang Golden State. Pero Game 2, medyo ibang story ito eh. Ngayon ba, Enzo, were you surprised na medyo na-blow out ulit ang Cavaliers ngayon?
Oh yeah, definitely. See, LeBron has a history of bouncing back in very strong fashion pag natatalo sila sa Game 1. And I think the last 6 or 7 finals, parang laging nagtatay sa 1-1 after Game 2. And Cleveland, they were playing with a chip on their shoulder. They should have come out much stronger in Game 2, but that didn't happen. They were blown out in even worse fashion by the Warriors.
Si Jeff Van Gundy, ang isa sa mga naging commentator sa coverage ng NBA Finals, Nico, had a couple of questions sa dulo ng game number 2. Sinabi niya, are the Cavs playing smart enough? Are they playing hard enough? And number 3, are they using the right personnel? How do you answer those questions ni Jeff Van Gundy?
Well, let's start with the most important question, are they playing hard enough? I don't think they are. Kasi specifically yung mga superstars nila. LeBron, he's not, kumbaga, unlike last season, nung last finals, sobrang focus niya from the tip to the last minute. Ngayon kasi meron siyang moments, may lapses siya na ang dami niyang turnovers. He had 8 turnovers today. A lot of them were unforced turnovers. And he missed I think 3 layups that he usually makes. Those are, I think, focus problems. In terms of playing smart, I think that's more of a problem with Coach Ty Lue. At this point, sobrang outcoached siya ni Steve Kerr. There's walang excuses dun eh. Yung one big thing pa na nakakatawa is he only played LeBron at the 5 for 5 minutes the entire regular season. That's 12 possessions total. Dito sa game na to, when they were down by 9, yun yung ginamit niyang parang huling alas niya.
Okay.
Down sila by 9, he decided to go with a LeBron, Irving, Shump, JR, and Richard Jefferson lineup. Yung 9-point deficit nila naging 20 at the end.
Sinasabi mo, hindi na ginagamit yung tamang materyales.
Yeah, para makuha yung panalo nila. Kasi unlike yung ginawa ni Coach David Blatt last season, they slowed down the pace. Kumbaga, they played how the Warriors don't. Ngayon kasi tinatry ni Coach Ty Lue na sabayan. And I think that's a big mistake.
Okay. Well, given with what Nico said, Enzo, no? Ito nga si LeBron, nag-5. Kung sino-sino ang nilalagay na personnel ni Coach Ty Lue, tingin mo, sino ang missing link naman ngayon para sa Cavs?
Well, for me, you have their big 3, of course, very important. But J.R. Smith, he's the guy that, could potentially give Cleveland that one up in this series. But first 2 games, he's been practically absent. Even, I think, detrimental to Cleveland. I mean, he's not worth anything on defense. And the only way for him na makabawi is on offense with the shooting. And he's not doing even that.
What about Tim Mozgov?
Oh, Mozgov is... wala talaga siya.
Okay.
And to be quite honest, parang, I think, if you put him in there, he'll probably slow down the pace, which might be advantageous to a certain extent. But eventually, Golden State being so well coached and having just so much depth and talent, and they can adjust to any situation, they'll probably be able to figure that out very quickly as well.
Ewan ko sa inyo guys, pero ako feeling ko, hindi lang si J.R. Smith, hindi lang si Timothy Mozgov ang missing link dito sa Cavs. Marami ang nawala dito sa Cavs.
Missing everyone, I think.
Here in game number 2, it was only LeBron na feeling ko na nagparamdam. Pero sabi nga ni Nico, kulang pa rin. Kulang pa rin si LeBron. Yeah, Richard Jefferson naka 12 points. Now Nico, moving to Cleveland, game number 3. Sinabi mo na sinubukang sabayan ni Tyronn Lue ang playing style ng Golden State. Do you think na kailangan medyo ibahin na ni Tyronn Lue ang playing style and try to slow the pace, maybe put in Timothy Mozgov, slow it down, be more physical, maybe even put Matthew Dellavedova in there?
Yeah, I think at this point, alam na natin yung sagot dun sa question na can anybody out-Warriors the Warrior? Kasi the Spurs couldn't do it and they had a really good lineup to do that. Oklahoma couldn't do it, and they had an equally good lineup to match against the Death lineup. yung Cavs, wala eh. They don't have a lot of two-way players. They don't have a lot of playmakers off the catch or off the ball or on the ball. And they don't have a lot of shooters. Kumbaga, wala sila nung right combination of pieces. I think at this point, Coach Ty Lue has to go with what brought the Cavs Warriors series last season to a 2-2.
Oh, yeah.
Play big,
Okay.
play slow, and then just don't isolate. Yun yung pinaka-important part eh. Kasi yung last season, hindi naman siya more of isolation talaga ni LeBron. Kahit na nagpo-post si LeBron sa isang block, they do a lot of off-the-ball stuff.
Yes.
They do a lot of backdoor cutting, back screens, flare screens. Yung isa nga na nawawala ngayon na totally destroyed the Raptors and the Hawks is yung tinatawag nilang horn scrub.
Okay.
Pass to LeBron in the post, elbow post, and then magba-backdoor yung point guard for yung big para makapag-cut dun sa middle. Nung wala yun, they didn't run that. Most of the stuff that they run were simple Irving, LeBron pick and rolls or Love LBJ pick and rolls, and then they would just ISO on that mismatch. Kung si Love man kay Curry or si LeBron man kay Thompson, yun lang. Nothing happens outside of that. And I think at this point, Coach Ty has to do something about not trying to, kumbaga, hindi niya dapat tinatapatan.
So Nico, I'll go to you naman, Enzo. No? Given Nico's adjustments for Game 3, ano pang tingin mong pwede pang drastic changes na pwedeng magawa ni Coach Ty and the Cavs?
Well, maganda sinabi ni Nico about changing the play style a little bit and being less reliant on ISO ball, 12 dribbles, and then a jump shot ni Kyrie and those kinds of things. But apart from that, no, I think kasi yung body language ng Cleveland kanina is so bad. Every made shot ng Golden State, may kita mo nagsisisihan yung Cavs, nagtitinginan sila. Hindi yung parang, well, yung OKC kasi, every time Golden State made a shot, ang mindset ng OKC, babawian ko to. Akin na yung bola, tatakbuhan ko, babawian ko to. You can't see that with Cleveland. And going into their home floor for games 3 and 4, they have to rediscover that feisty character that they showed in their first 3 rounds in the East. If they rediscover that feistiness, that aggressiveness, I think they have a shot, along with some of the adjustments that Nico tried to explain.
Okay, let's say they do rediscover that. They play like the Cleveland that they played like in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs and the first 2 games against the Toronto Raptors. I want to ask both of you, sapat ba ang materyales, ang weapons ng Cleveland para sabayan ang opensa ng Golden State? Let's say all of the Cavs are having a good day.
If all of them are having a good day. Kasi yun yung key dun eh. The Cavs were actually having the best 3-point shooting season ever in the playoffs prior to this finals. They were shooting, I think, 45% from 3 as a team. That was the highest, I think, ever recorded pre-finals.
So it's not a matter of who has the better players. It's a matter of who's playing better.
Yeah, at this point, it's parang cliche na sabihin, pero it's a make or miss league. If makikita mo, ang daming na-generate na 3-point shots from the corner for Love. He only made, 2 out of 7, 2 out of 8, and he's usually a 40% shooter there. Kyrie off the dribble, that's a 40% shot. 40%. He only made 4 of 13 this game? At this, parang ang hirap nang sabihin na hindi siya about whether the Cavs have the talent. They have. It's about yun, yung sinabi nga ni Sir Enzo, it's about the mentality and yung ability nila just to push. Kumbaga, yung sabi nga ni Coach Donovan, which I really like, is that they have to find a way to get good shots. At that point, kapag nagbimintes, it's fine. Pero ngayon, they can generate good shots eh.
That's true. Well, ito nga, Enzo, coming into you, meron nga tayong kasabihan, don't fix things if they are not broken. Para naman sa Golden State, that applies eh, di ba? Pero kung meron mga konting mga tornilyo na kailangan mong kalikutin sa Golden State, ano yun para sa'yo?
Well, feeling ko Golden State kailangan lang nilang mag-ingat sa mga runs na kayang ibigay ng Cleveland. Because Cleveland, like what Nico said, is capable of mounting those runs and scoring in bursts, no? And if Golden State is not careful, baka malamangan din sila like what OKC did to them. But again, given how smart this team is, how deep they are, how well coached they are, that's very unlikely. Very well disciplined on both ends of the floor. It's unlikely we're gonna see Golden State, run out of the floor, by the Cavs. even on the Cavs' best day, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, nung Biyernes, hiningi namin yung prediction ni Chinoy Hoops fan, Adrian Diaz. Sinabi niya Golden State in 6, sinabi ni Mix Bustos Golden State in 6. Ako naman, sinabi ko Cavs in 7.
Nako.
Anong predictions nyo, Nico
Nag-adjust
and
na
Enzo?
ba?
Kasi
Kahit paano?
basta nakapunta kayo dito sa The Score, you have to give out your
Yeah.
predictions. Enzo and then Nico.
Okay, sige. Akong prediction ko last week was Golden State in 7. I'm tempted to adjust that because of how dominant Golden
So
State
you're gonna
has
do a
been.
Kenny Smith. Because he adjusted his prediction
I'm tempted.
to
I'm
Golden
tempted.
State in 5-4.
I'm tempted. Pero naalala ko yung 2006 finals. Dallas was up 2-0 against
Yeah,
Miami.
against
Miami
Miami.
came back to win it all. I think, the Cavs, I'm still holding on to the hope that they can make this a competitive, entertaining series. So, and I want to give LeBron a lot of credit here. I mean, hindi siya papatalo. I don't think so. So I'm sticking to that. Golden State in 7 because I wanted to reach 7
A
games
long
at least.
series.
Yeah.
Nico?
I was asked by Sir TJ a few weeks bago mag-start yung finals.
Okay.
I said it's Warriors in 6.
Okay.
At hindi ako magpapalit. I still think it's Warriors in 6 kasi I respect LeBron so much that he will find a way for the Cavs to win 2 games.
Okay.
Probably yung next 2 home games.
Dapat.
And then ang mangyari is the Warriors will win the championship in
Cleveland again for the second straight year.
Again.
But then we also have the Kevin Love situation.
Yes.
with the concussion.
Oh yes, if he doesn't come back for Game 3,
Baka mahirapan, medyo delikado.
that could be it.
Delikado.
Yeah.
Well, Sir Enzo, Nico, thank you so much for coming back here to The Score. I'm sure we'll talk to you guys again soon.
Thanks.
For more sports updates, keep watching The Score. And don't forget to subscribe.